I'm Kathleen Bodenlos, the CEO of Discovery Gateway Children's Museum, and this is part of our art mural series where we're talking to the amazing artists who have been painting our murals. And I'm here today with Jordan. Do you want to?
Yes. I'm Jordan Brun. I am a visual artist and art educator.
Great. Well, we are enjoying watching your mural being painted. So tell me a little bit about your inspiration. It's really realistic and cool looking.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
The image itself is derived from the life cycle of the Western honeybee, and basically taking images of the hive itself, moving towards the viewer. We're working with a sense of depth to go further back into space, and then as the viewer looks at it, they'll see little intricacies like the life cycle of the honeybee going from egg to pupa to larva stage, as well as various honeybees, as well as the pollen up at the top.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, well, one of the fun things that we've been doing with this mural series is, and we're fortunate D Foundation has funded this for us. One of the things that we're trying to do is bring in different types of art styles so the kids can get exposure. And
Mhm.
yours is very realistic for our museum as compared to some of the other murals. Have you had any reactions as you've been painting it?
Mostly the idea of the sense of depth that's happening here. I wanted to give the illusion that it was going back into space, that it was coming forward and interacting with the students, or excuse me, the kids.
We have some students
That's my
too.
default right there as a teacher. But one of the things that I wanted to do was give that idea that as the image got closer, there was more contrast in light to dark. There's more detail that's involved with it. So if you take a look at the very top of the mural, it's going to be less detailed. There's going to be a little bit more blurriness to the imagery, and then as it gets closer, I'm using smaller brushes as well as a greater sense of contrast. So there's more pure white and pure black to give that sense of detail in the foreground.
I love that. That's really something for our visitors to look at when they listen to this and then they look at the mural.
Mhm.
So it's a big mural. Talk to me a little bit about the scaffolding and how you're working, and
It's
you're
about
freehanding some things.
Yes, it's
So
about
yeah,
3 stories tall, so that was intimidating at first,
sure.
definitely.
It's a big
But yeah,
space.
it's completely organic, so it's very round edges, so that makes it a little bit easier when it comes to drawing as well as painting it. Started off with layers of pencil, uh, as well as a spray coat base with a couple of different colors. The color is derived mainly from yellows and oranges and browns, white and black. So it's a limited color palette, which we call analogous. So it is the ranging of yellow, orange, and orange, as well as the values that are involved. After the pencil coating, there is a bit of stronger contours with a black marker, and then base coats of paint, working with kind of blocking out the major parts of color, and then working with the values, the layering of highlights as well as shadows.
Oh, and talk to me a little bit about that scaffolding and how you use it. I assume that you get up on it, but then you might also have to come down from it to take a
Yes,
look at your
yes.
project.
Well, there's a lift that I'm using to get the highest portions where you ascend upwards to a certain point where the mural is the least detailed, and then descending down to the most detailed. The last stage that I've got is actually going to be up probably on a ladder of a B that is going to be the largest portion, but we need to move the scaffolding away before I'm able to get that last one, and that's going to be the most detailed as well.
Wonderful. And when do you anticipate finishing this project?
This is a big one. We're
It is a
looking.
big one.
Yes, yes. Well,
Not to put you on the
no,
spot,
no,
but
that's
we're
of course
dying to
no,
know.
no, of course. The entire process I quoted at about 6 months
Okay,
altogether,
fair.
because I am working as a school teacher.
You have your day
During
job.
Yes, I have my day job. I'd like to do this full time, just work on murals, but with that, I was able to spend a good deal of my winter break, as well as spring break is coming up. My goal is to finish this before June, excuse me, before June, and then work predominantly on the weekends when foot traffic is heaviest in the museum, so that more and more kids can see things rather than students. But besides that, as well, the big thing that I'm looking forward to is finishing off with the progression of the bees up at the top, moving the scaffolding away, and focusing on the main aspect, which is that large solitary bee at the very front because insects are very interesting when you look at them up close.
Yes.
There's many things that a kid will look at and they'll see an insect from a distance and not understand how just interesting the uh, the exoskeleton is, the details in the face and the eyes. So I'm really looking forward to that part of the mural itself.
Yeah, and I've seen some of your other work where you have illustrated a bee, and it's absolutely both beautiful and technically correct. So
A lot of
we
research
have
went
that
into
to
it.
we have that to look forward to as
Yes,
well. Well,
yes.
great. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks very much for your time. I appreciate it.